to Mr. English Daily Pod. I am Sam.
And I am Alex. We are so happy to have you here with us today. Alex, let me ask you something. When you were 10 years old, what did you want to be? Did you want to be an astronaut or maybe a famous singer?
Actually, I wanted to be a professional football player. I practiced every single day in my backyard. I really thought I would play in the World Cup. What about you, Sam?
I wanted to be a doctor. I used to carry a little plastic bag with toys and pretend to help everyone. It's funny how our dreams change as we get older, right?
It really is. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Our dreams, our goals, and how to talk about them in English.
Before we dive into these big ideas, we have a small favor. If you enjoy learning English with us every day, please hit the like button right now to save this lesson.
That's right. And if you want to improve your listening and speaking step by step, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. It really helps our channel and it helps you stay on track with your English journey.
Okay, let's get started. Alex, are you still dreaming about football?
Not anymore. My knees would not like that very much now. These days, my dreams are a bit more practical, but I still think it's important to have them.
I agree. You know, some people think dreams are just things we see when we are asleep. But in English, we use the word dream to talk about our future and our ambitions.
That's a good point. There are sleeping dreams and life dreams. Last night, I actually had a dream that I was flying. It was very strange.
I rarely remember my dreams when I wake up, but I always think about my life dreams. For example, I dream about living in a house by the sea one day.
Oh, that sounds very peaceful. I can see you sitting there with a cup of coffee and a book.
Exactly. It's a long-term goal. It might not happen next year, but I'm working toward it.
That's the spirit. Dreams give us energy, don't they? They make us want to wake up and do something productive.
They really do. Even small dreams, like learning a new language or finishing a project, can make a big difference in how we feel. So, Sam, when we want to ask someone about their dreams in English, what's the best way to start?
A very simple way is to ask, what is your biggest dream? Or you can ask, what do you want to achieve in the future?
Those are good. Sometimes I also ask, if you could do anything, what would it be?
That's a great question because it lets the person think without limits. What about work? How do we ask about career dreams?
You can ask, what is your dream job? Or, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That 5 years question is very common in job interviews. It's a bit serious, but it's useful to know.
It is. Also, we can talk about travel. People love to dream about places. You can ask, what is your dream destination?
My dream destination is definitely Japan. I want to see the cherry blossoms.
Nice. I want to visit Iceland to see the Northern Lights. That's a big dream of mine.
It sounds like we both have a lot of things we want to do. Let's talk more about how to describe these dreams.
You know, Sam, I was reading an article yesterday. It said that most people stop chasing their dreams because they're afraid of failing.
That is sad, but true. I think it is important to break a big dream into small steps.
Exactly. For example, if your dream is to speak English fluently, you cannot do it in one day. You have to practice a little bit every morning.
Right, like our listeners are doing right now. They are taking a small step toward a big goal.
So, let's imagine a scenario. If I say, Sam, I want to start my own business, what would you say next to keep the conversation going?
I would ask, really? That sounds exciting. What kind of business do you have in mind?
I want to open a small cafe that also sells old books, a place where people can drink coffee and read.
Oh, I love that idea. Where would you want to open it? In the city center or a quiet neighborhood?
I think a quiet neighborhood would be better, more cozy, but I'm worried about the cost. It is very expensive to rent a shop.
That makes sense. It's a big risk. Have you thought about starting online first? Maybe you can sell books online and see how it goes.
That is a good point. I could start small. That feels less scary.
See? Talking about dreams helps you find solutions. What about personal dreams, Alex? Not just work or money.
Well, I want to learn how to play the piano. I've always loved the sound of it, but I never took lessons.
You should do it. It's never too late to learn a new skill. My personal dream is to run a marathon.
A marathon? That's 42 kilometers. That sounds very difficult.
It is. I can only run 5 kilometers now, but I'm training every weekend. I hope to do it next year.
I'm impressed. That takes a lot of discipline. You have to stay focused.
I try, but sometimes I feel lazy. On rainy days, I just want to stay in bed.
We all feel like that sometimes, but then we think about the goal and it gives us a little push.
One more thing, Alex. What if a dream does not come true? What do you do then?
That's a tough one. I think it's okay to change your dream. Life changes and we change too. Maybe your old dream doesn't fit your new life.
I agree. We call that a plan B. It's always good to have a backup plan.
True, but I think the most important thing is to never stop trying. Even if the path changes, the journey is still worth it.
That's very inspiring, Alex. I think our listeners have some amazing dreams too. I wish we could hear all of them.
Let's look at some of the useful phrases we use today. This will help you talk about your own dreams more clearly.
Our first phrase is to come true. This means a dream or a hope becomes a reality. For example, I hope your dream of traveling to Europe comes true.
The second one is to set a goal. This means to decide on something you want to achieve. For example, every January, I set a goal to read 12 books.
Next is to reach a goal. This means you successfully achieve what you wanted. For example, it took 3 years, but she finally reached her goal of becoming a manager.
Then we have to look forward to. This means to feel excited about something in the future. For example, I'm really looking forward to my vacation next month.
Another good one is step by step. This means doing something slowly and carefully, one part at a time. For example, you can learn English step by listening to this podcast.
We also used in the long run. This refers to a long period of time in the future. For example, it's hard work now, but it will be worth it in the long run.
How about to be passionate about? This means to have a very strong interest in something. For example, Alex is very passionate about football.
And don't forget to make a living. This means to earn the money you need to pay for food, clothes, and your home. For example, he makes a living by designing websites.
We also mentioned to take a risk. This means to do something although something bad might happen. For example, she took a risk and moved to a new city without a job.
Finally, to keep trying. This means to continue doing something even if it is difficult. For example, learning the piano is hard, but I'll keep trying.
That was a lot of great vocabulary. Let's do a quick recap of what we talked about today.
We started by talking about our childhood dreams. I wanted to be a football player, and Sam wanted to be a doctor.
Then we discussed the difference between sleeping dreams and life dreams or ambitions.
We shared some simple questions to ask others about their dreams, like, what is your dream job? And what is your dream destination?
We also talked about the importance of taking small steps toward a big goal and having a plan B if things change.
And we finished with a list of useful phrases like to come true, set a goal, and keep trying.
Remember, talking about your dreams is a great way to practice your English and connect with other people.
Now it is your turn to speak. I will give you a situation, and I want you to try to say a sentence out loud.
Here's the first one. Imagine your friend just told you they want to learn how to cook professional French food. What follow-up question can you ask?
You could say, "Wow, that sounds great. Why do you want to learn French cooking?" Or, "What is the first dish you want to make?"
Good. Now imagine you are talking about your own dream. You want to visit New York one day. Use the phrase look forward to.
You can say, "I'm really looking forward to visiting New York one day."
Perfect. Last one. You're talking to your boss about your future. Use the phrase set a goal.
You might say, "I want to set a goal to improve my sales skills this year."
Excellent job! Practicing these small sentences out loud really helps with your confidence.
We are almost at the end of our episode today. We hope you feel inspired to talk about your dreams in English now.
Before we go, we have the question of the day for you. We want to see your answers in the comments section.
The question is, what is one dream you are working on right now? Is it a work goal, a travel goal, or a personal hobby?
Please write your answer in the comments. We love reading about your lives and your progress. It's also a great way to practice writing.
And if you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Mr. English Daily Pod.
Also, hit that bell icon so you never miss a daily lesson. Share this with a friend who is also learning English. It's always better to study together.
Thank you so much for listening. Keep dreaming and keep practicing.
We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.